Hi, Santosh. Let's have a look at your essays. So the first one is the essay about whether schools have to be entertaining or educational, right? Few people are of the opinion that schools need to provide education only, whereas other people believe that schools need to be entertaining. Okay, I agree that schools need to provide entertainment accompanied by education and will elaborate in this essay. Okay, so what do I see? I can see a couple of repeats, people and people. Then we have schools here, entertainment here, and entertaining here. So, in order to improve your vocabulary score, what I suggest and what everyone would suggest in this situation is to vary the vocabulary that you use. This is called range of vocabulary. You get better points and a better band score in vocabulary if you don't only say few people and other people. You might say few people are of the opinion that, whereas let's say other educators, or let's say, whereas another group of educators believe that. So try to find appropriate ways to vary your vocabulary. This part, and we'll elaborate in this essay, you can say, and we'll elaborate more to support my position in this essay, if you want to use the word elaborate, which is a great word, absolutely. When schools provide proper education, complemented, great word, with entertainment, more children will get attracted to the school. I don't need the article here, and let's agree on never using the word get in academic essays. This is too informal. You can say become attracted. Yes, why not? Whenever entertainment activities, and I think we have repeats again, entertainment, look at this. Activities are conducted, children improve, and we have children here. Improve their team working capabilities. I would rather say abilities. Or you can say they improve their teamwork and develop a healthy competition among themselves. Okay. I would rather say they develop healthy competition habits. But yeah. As a result, they will excel not only in their studies, but also develop, we have develop here, management skills. In India, the government schools which conduct science exhibitions and other entertaining activities allure 30% more children than others. Um, I realize that you're trying to use a synonym for the word attract, but allure is not the best way. So find a way to replace it. You can have a look at what synonyms we have. Appeal, draw, as nouns. So you can say appeal to 30% more children than other ones which do not. Let's say other ones which do not. Okay. How is management skills connected to the example that comes further, or how does management skills connect to whatever you had before? If you mention an idea in your paragraph, be ready to support it with explanations and examples. So if it's simply mentioned, the question is, why is it mentioned there? What's the connection to anything else? And the connection has to be very clear, crystal clear, very obvious. Moreover, when children tend to remember various concepts over extended periods of time, I wouldn't use remember, perhaps memorize, or try to commit to their memory, as far as I can understand from the context. Whenever they learn, okay, let's put a comma here, whenever they learn using an entertaining method or being taught by using an entertaining method, which also means schools are fulfilling their primary responsibility. Okay, I think we have a confusion in your linking words and relative pronouns. You could say this: children tend to remember whenever they learn using an entertaining method. And here perhaps you could do this. this also, this, not this, this also means schools are fulfilling their primary responsibility. Which one? Rephrase that. Study conducted by the independent, and what is the independent? I'm just challenging you. Is it a journal? Is it a newspaper? Is it a website? What is it? Stated that Fulton County School students, and where is Fulton? Is this UK? Is this the USA? Is this India? Where exactly? Have strong basics in all subjects when compared with others because that school has engaged students in numerous activities during their childhood. What kind of activities? What kind of activities? Activity is not a synonym to the concept of entertaining activity, right? So you have to make sure that your ideas are very, very precise. Overall, the ideas are good here, but you need to be more specific and not make empty claims or make references to things which are not clearly, which it's difficult to understand where they originate from. Okay. Okay, and perhaps you need a concluding sentence here. And now is this the conclusion or is this the conclusion? It's not a very good idea to have a one-sentence conclusion. Perhaps you could do the following. In conclusion, I believe that schools should provide not only education but also entertaining activities. And again, you repeat yourself, we have the word activities everywhere. Try to find another way of saying the same concept. And again, it's not always a word. Sometimes you need to rephrase a whole sentence. Sometimes you need to use an expression. Sometimes you need to change sentence structure. It's not as easy as simply swapping a couple of words. You could do this. In this contemporary world, if a teacher imparts only textbook knowledge, then the student will face difficulties in their future. What kind of difficulties? Be more specific. Additionally, if schools only provide education, then children could rather read it from textbooks instead of attending school. So yes, you're challenging the point of having schools if you simply can read it out of a book. Okay, so I suggest you combine it like this, and you have to summarize and bring your main ideas from your body paragraphs and finalize in a way using your sentences here. So it's best if you have 4 paragraphs, right? An introduction, 2 body paragraphs, and a conclusion. Just make sure that your ideas are always crystal clear. Make sure that your ideas connect and that you avoid repetitions, unpleasant vocabulary repetitions. You have to make sure that you convince the examiner that your vocabulary and grammatical structures are varied. You can use a lot of different words and structures, and only then you will have a great band score. Let's have a look at the second one. Engaging in an interactive task with children improves skills and ingenuity. What kind of skills? What kind of skills? I completely agree with this statement and will elaborate on this in the following essay. This is a bit short. I'm not sure that you have introduced the topic appropriately. You see, we have reading here in the topic. How about presenting the debate? How about saying that rather than reading, engaging in an interactive task with children improves this, and that, as well as ingenuity? I completely agree with this, and will elaborate on my position in the following essay. Performing an enjoyable activity with children provides us with an opportunity to understand in depth about the activity. Is this the main point of the paragraph? So are you going to write about how doing activities with children helps us to understand what the activity is about? Be very careful how you formulate the main idea of your paragraph in the topic sentence. As children are new to most of the processes, they pose various questions. Answering which requires a thorough understanding of the topic. Not only teaching skills improve, but also patience increases. Beg your pardon. Apart from the grammar of the sentence, which should make use of the inversion, something like not only do the teaching skills improve in this case, but also patience increases. I'm not sure what you mean here. Whose teaching skills improve? Yours as a parent or a teacher's? This is not really clear. You need to make sure that this is clarified. A research conducted by the Harvard School of Medicine stated that our stimuli, cognitive ability, and understanding of a subject increase by 30% when an activity related to that subject is conducted with a child. I think we're going off topic a bit. Apart from the fact that the word stimuli means something else, I'm not sure what you believe it means, but a stimuli in plural, is an element of the outer world that produces a certain response from your nervous system. For example, ringing a bell is a stimulus, and let's say the Pavlov's dog, you know the science part, right? Used to salivate every time it heard the bell because it was trained to let's say to be exposed to food whenever a bell was rung. So a stimulus is that bell. So it's the thing that you react to. Cannot say our stimuli increased by 30%. Unfortunately, this is illogical. But the point of this paragraph is a bit off topic. You have to argue for the fact that a child will become more creative if they perform all kind of fun activities, perhaps with a parent. And it's not about who it is performed with, but rather the focus should be on the activity, not on reading, right? So reading is less efficient in developing creativity, and interactive activities are more efficient in that. But the point of this paragraph is completely different. Moreover, children concentrate only on the task at hand, so performing an activity along with them not only makes us more productive and efficient, but also improves team-building skills, which is necessary in this contemporary world. It's not about us, it's about children. For example, a salesperson needs to explain this product, okay. This is not about us benefiting from the activity with the children, but about the children benefiting from the activity, not from reading. Reading has numerous benefits. Maybe a linking word should be here. So let's do it like this. I'm going to mark this in red, and in an attempt to signal this to you that these two paragraphs are, unfortunately, I hate to say that, but they are completely off topic. This affects your task achievement criterion under real exam conditions, and you will have a low band score in this case. Reading also has numerous benefits, you could say. It develops our knowledge, improves concentration, and reduces stress levels. Even though reading has diverse advantages, it fails to teach, and perhaps you also need Still, even though it does have diverse advantage, it fails to teach team building, integrating with people, the meaning of healthy competition. Despite having sound knowledge of the subject, many people tend to fail in public meetings because they were not involved in an interactive task. Okay, this is slightly more connected, but this is about children again, right? So yes, I like the idea that you're starting with the fact that reading still has benefits. This is what they are, but again, you have to explain more, support with examples better, and finalize and close the paragraph, making an appropriate conclusion in a concluding sentence. To recapitulate, summarize perhaps, indulging in an activity with a child develops our skills and improves our creativity, which cannot be imparted only by reading. I told you, this is a bit off topic. So, you had to discuss the child being more developed, becoming more creative. Again, indulge, that's a good word. I can see that you're trying to use topical vocabulary. This is great. You do have an idea of how an essay works, but try to revise the materials of the course. Look at the sample essays that you will be provided. See how they are built and structured, and also remember the remarks that I made. Anyway, you do have great ideas. I like the turn that you have tried to take. But remember, it's very important to understand the task correctly and also to keep in mind that you really need to link your ideas appropriately. You have to structure your paragraph always according to a certain formula, right? Revise the acronym and make sure that your conclusion is sufficiently developed to indeed conclude on the most important things in your essay. Your answer to the question, how much do you agree? Yes, I agree because it does this. Summarize your reasons, present your main ideas, revise this, revisit this in your conclusion. So all the best of luck, and I'm sure that you will get the hang of it very, very soon.